This is definitely the best book I've read in 2025, but it might be one of the best books I've ever read. And imagine if Edgar Allan Poe wrote Dostoevsky's Notes from Underground and you would have this book. And the really cool thing about it is it was translated by a Nobel Prize winner. I'm talking about A Posthumous Confession by Marcellus Emants, translated by JM Coetzee, who's a very famous South African author. This is also the first book I've read from the Netherlands as I work my way around reading one book from every country in the world. Posthumous Confession kind of proves that the male loneliness epidemic is a bit of a farce and that this kind of incel culture has always existed, because this was written in the late 1800s and it's literally about a guy who's just kind of a loser. He doesn't have good social skills. He doesn't have good skills with the ladies. And so he just becomes kind of a gross human being and has a very disgusting outlook on the world. Despite the theme and the topic of the book being quite bleak and disgusting, the writing is just so beautiful. And Emants does something that I think is very hard to do. It makes you loathe the protagonist, but then also feel bad for him and feel empathy for him. Feeling all these different emotions about a single character, I think, is one of the signs of a really great writer. What's interesting about this is in the introduction, which is also written by JM Coetzee, the translator, he kind of compares this to Dostoevsky and says that he doesn't think Emants is as good of a writer. I disagree. You might not find the philosophical themes in this book as deep as Dostoevsky's work, but I think the writing on the sentence-to-sentence level is much better. With that said, if you like Dostoevsky, I think you'll like this book, and anyone who really likes those introspective, brooding, and inner monologue type of stories, this is definitely a book for you. If you've read A Posthumous Confession, I would love to hear your thoughts on it.